Ah, there we are. Hey, everybody. I'm Rob the Builder. Can we build it? Yes, we can. Hey, doing David, Bassman, her ladyship, and Bass Woman. Now, I'll just put the invite up. Bassman, I'm thinking you suggested I should do some of my bass thing on a stream. I'm thinking possibly tomorrow, because what I'll do is I'll get it set up and ready to rock and or roll before the stream, and yeah, I'll just do some stuff. So yeah, here we go. So yeah, that's what I reckon I'll be doing.
Are you? Cool deal, man. Looking forward to it.
So you'll get to meet my good friend Ricky the Rickenbacker.
Rickenbacker.
That's my bass is a Rickenbacker.
Yeah, I know.
Well, my favorite bass. I've got 3 of them.
Oh, cool, man.
Yeah, choose a letter while I have some coffee.
Let's go with, I don't think we've chosen O, have we? Hello, David. Bassman says hello.
No, I don't think we have chosen O.
Have chosen O, okay.
Let's see what we have. An old classic in my eyes.
All right.
Certainly one that I'm very familiar with and happy to have a one-eyed trouser snake. Colloquialism, the penis. This is one of a number of humorous expressions for the penis which have been developed in Australia and exported to the UK since the 1950s. The phallic associations of snakes are well established in many cultures and indeed feature heavily in various kinds of psychoanalysis. Fair enough. Even the monocular theme has been used before. A rather dated and academic joke is to refer to a penis as a polyphemus. The original polyphemus was a one-eyed giant.
One-eyed giant.
The king of the Cyclops, killed by Odysseus in Homer's Odyssey. So there you have it.
That's good stuff.
Not as having a one-eyed trouser snake. Feel free to have a polyphemus.
One-eyed trouser snake. He's going to get you.
Fantastic.
Good stuff.
Something I was going to show you. Actually, there's something I've got to share with you too. I've got something to show you, a line. But I discovered something else I could put on the Volvo that adds a really nice finishing touch that I did last night.
Okay, let's see it.
And it's this. Come here, you. Excuse me, I'll just stretch out a bit. You'll notice.
Oh, yes. Man, that right there just pops it right there.
It just, yeah. No, there's not one on the back.
Yeah, it needed.
But that little touch, when I found that, I've gone, well, there's only one thing that's happening with this.
Yeah, I mean.
That was just a bit easy, you know?
That topped it off right there.
Yeah, I was pretty happy with that. If I find the other part or another part with that, yeah, you better believe that's going on.
Absolutely.
Now, engine stuff. Now, I had a bit of a look at the at some pics of engines. Yes, I did. And there's things that can be done. Now, one thing I am going to do first.
I'm going to enlighten you on the engine of this Volkswagen.
Yep.
Repairs to be pissed off.
Oh, why is that?
Because it's a bitch to put together.
Oh, really?
Yeah, well, all the small parts and the way they fit, man, it's just, I had to do it ass backwards from what the direction is called for. Yep.
Yeah, that can be a bit of a pain in the patoonie.
It was.
Now, do I want to cut this stuff out? And if so, how? Oh, I see how. Yeah, that'll do it. We'll go bam, bam, bam. I'll get most of the engine out quite easily for me. And in fact, I see, said the blind man.
You know, to be a air cooled engine, you know, they were pretty durable and strong.
It's pretty clever.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a very sensible and clever design overall.
Yep.
The one thing I'm actually getting to enjoy with building the cars that we have done is getting a feeling for the car itself in the same way that you do when you build an aircraft and stuff.
Yep. Yep. Absolutely.
It's rather cool. Now, let's have a look at what we're working with here. Right, so if I'm just having a look here and trying to get a bit of right. I'm thinking that at various points there's probably going to be a lot of chrome I'm going to want to use. And I also want to consider I don't want to. They've got black listed as the color for the engine block. I'm thinking about maybe red.
Oh yeah, yeah. You got to go with red and black on the engine. Absolutely.
Yeah, that'll look good. Well, red, black, and chrome, but we get the idea. We all know the drill, peeps. So let's have a look at which part number we are addressing here. That would be part number.
I don't know if you've ever seen it before or not, Rob or David, but y'all need to watch Get Hard with Will Ferrell and Kevin Hart. Man, that is one funny movie.
I've got to say, anything I can say to that suggestion is the mere application of the term "get hard" and knowing Will Ferrell's attached.
Yep.
Yeah, look, there's not much you can say about now. I've just noticed something about this.
Yeah.
I see. Yeah, I might. Do I want to paint before or after I put the axle through?
I painted mine before, then put it together.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. All right, let's get on with it, people.
The center part of the axle you're not going to see, but I painted mine anyway.
Oh, look, you know, we all know the drill. I'll do pretty much the same thing because it's just the way I roll. Now,
clumsy fingers, I broke my gear shifter, so now I've got to go to my bits box and find me another one.
So that'd have to be a big piss off.
It is, man.
Now, where's our Italian red? Boom shakalaka.
Yeah, Kevin Hart's teaching Will Ferrell to be tough because he's going to prison, I think, for what's he go to prison for? Insurance? Fraud or something like that. Anywho. And so Kevin Hart takes Will Ferrell to the park, and there's these three big old muscular dudes sitting out there. And he tells him he's got to go up there to him and punch the biggest guy right in the mouth. So Will Ferrell goes out there and starts talking shit to him. And the biggest dude, he's a black guy, you know.
Yeah. The textbook big black dude in jail who's going to totally fuck you up.
Will Ferrell's holding something in his hand. The dude says, "What you got in your hand?" He says, "Your dick." He says,
Jesus.
And he says, "And it's little."
Nice.
And the guy said, "What'd you say?" He says, "Do you fuck your mama with that dick?" And they started chasing him.
You fuck your mama with it. That's brutal.
That was brutal, man.
Classic. That's one I've got to remember. One of the there's a couple of great jail scenes that I've heard of over the years. One is this wide-eyed college boy getting himself thrown into the cells with
Oh,
Bubba. And Bubba is a guy who's been in for 20 years.
oh,
He ain't seen many women. Ain't gonna see another one for some while. And the line is, so boy, you want to be the mama or the papa? The papa? That's good, boy.
yeah.
Now come over here and suck mama's cock.
Oh my God.
The other one's from
Smile.
yeah. The other one's from Megadeth song. And basically it's the song's called Captive Honor. And it's basically, or the initial lyrics set up the premise that this guy's just lost his shit and gone on a killing spree.
Holy shit.
And as you do, and he's brought before the good old hanging judge. And you get the whole line of, by virtue of the jury's decision, and the power vested in me by the state, I hereby sentence you to be incarcerated with no possibility of parole for life. As he gets in with a cry of life, what do you mean life? I haven't even got a life. You hear this voice going, boy, your soul better belong to Jesus. Because your ass belongs to me. Oh dear. These are phrases you don't want to hear.
No. Damn it, man.
Yeah. Funny for all the wrong reasons.
You sound just like one of those old back in the days.
Oh, that's how it's set up.
You sounded just like him, man. That was pretty good.
Thank you. I mean, that is from the record, so I've got something to follow. And every time I've heard it, I've just gone, ouch.
I know, right?
You ain't escaping jail, and it ain't going to be good, and it's all bad.
You're going to be somebody's girlfriend tonight.
Oh, yeah. And probably the day after that, too.
Yep. Whether you want to.
The day after that, the day after that. Hey, boy, looking mighty cute in them jeans.
James. Oh.
Yeah. I want to be a little more cautious here.
You say you were going to play some for us today or
Tomorrow.
tomorrow? Okay.
I'll get it fully set up. I even had, because as I was setting stuff up today, as far as for the stream, I sort of was feeling or having a few thoughts about what I'd play for you. And what I reckon I'll do is I'll show you one of my favorite things to do that's not actually a piece of music, but it's what's called going through the modes by thirds.
Going through the modes by thirds.
Yep. Now a third, and again we've discussed before that your lack or your musical theory knowledge is not necessarily that extensive.
Yeah, mine's not absolutely not. Nope. Ain't gonna lie to you.
That's fine. Well, all you need to understand for this one, in very simple terms, is that there are 7 notes in a scale before you hit the 8th, which is basically the octave, the same as the bottom one. And that the reason for that being the same one is to do with the way sound operates. That's a far more complex thing. Actually, it's not. It's very simple, but just accept that that is so, okay?
Okay.
And a third is going up 3 notes. So you go first, third, second, fifth, up your scale.
Okay. So every time you go up, you just go up a number, right?
Yeah, if you consider that the first note is your starting point.
Right.
When I say third, you're going to the third note of your scale. So 1, 3, 2, 5. You can see there's that 3 thing coming into play there at all times.
Okay.
And that's going up in thirds. And I find it really pleasant to do. Quite therapeutic, in fact. I can relax and just do that because I like it. That's just a thing I enjoy. What I'll also do is there's 2 ways you can play. I play the bass. You can also do slap, but I don't do slap. I do fingers and plectrum. And I'll probably play a bit of Led Zepp. Probably the Immigrant Song. Probably Ace of Spades by Motorhead. And maybe a bit of Stevie Wonder with my fingers.
Stevie Wonder.
Yeah, yeah. I can probably do you some Master Blaster. I can do Superstition, or large parts of it. But the problem is that for a large part of the Superstition bass line, it's not something you'd necessarily identify as the piece of music in question.
Okay.
Because it's more of a just keeping the tempo thing. Dilly dee 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 dee. So when you're just hearing that, it's not much. It's only later on when you start doing the you do that. But the main line is not for the bass is not that exciting.
Well, I'm looking forward to hearing it. I'm sure everyone else is as well.
I'll
might see if I can throw it on the big TV when you go to play. So Bassman can watch it as well.
Oh yeah. One other thing I'll show you tomorrow is because the great part about having Ricky, and I love having. Oh yeah, Ricky's good. One thing I love about Rickenbacker is it gives you a real ability to create different sounds, and all without even doing anything much. You just flick a switch.
All right.
And I'll show you that tomorrow because that's cool as all hell.
Okay.
Because what it does is it gives you options on the sound you create without having to change an instrument.
Oh.
Yeah, that's cool. That's fucking handy as all hell. The other thing about Ricky, or Rickenbacker, is they're known for one very big thing: grunt.
What was it?
Grunt. They have got, when with the right setting, they are as grunty as all hell. That's why Lemmy used Rickenbacker.
So when you say grunty, explain that. I know what grunt is.
Okay, there's different sounds you can create with a bass.
Right, absolutely.
You can have a very smooth sound, which you can create on the Rickenbacker. And that's something I can even show you tomorrow. Like if I do, say, Stevie Wonder or Dazed and Confused, I'll have the setting different. So, or done differently as to how I would set up for Ace of Spades or the Immigrant Song.
Okay, Stevie Wonder played the piano, correct?
He does, but when he's got a band, of course, he has a bass player.
Okay, yeah, okay. I see where you're going.
When you're looking at Master Blaster, that initial bum ba dum bum Bum, ba-dum, 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 bum. That's the bass.
Gotcha.
Everybody's feeling pretty. Ah, sorry. It's a very cool song. Really nice riff.
Stevie Wonder, he was a hell of a musician, a singer.
Oh, hell yeah. Anyway, and that's one of the reasons why just learning those sorts of bass lines, you can learn a lot from playing them.
Like old Ray Charles.
Oh, yeah. It's a very dark joke that you probably may be familiar with. And the line is
Tell me.
there's this guy interviewing Ray Charles. And he says to him, "Did you find it a challenge being born, blind?" And the response is, "Well, it had its difficulties, but it could have been worse. I could have been black as well."
I've heard that, yeah. Yep.
You think, ouch. Ouch. Yeah. The other one is he went into a store, started knocking stuff off the shelf. They've confronted him and said, "What are you doing?" He said, "Oh, just looking."
Damn. you gotta laugh at Bassman on that one. Looking around.
That's the one. But yeah. That's one of the things you can do that's with a Rickenbacker that's really fantastic.
Oh, wow.
But when it comes to grunt, what I mean by that is, again, with the correct setting, what you get out of a Rickenbacker, and you'll see it tomorrow, is a really powerful, strong, edgy sound that you just go, say good day to this.
Huh.
If you do as Lemmy did, and as I'll show you tomorrow when I play Ace of Spades with overdrive, you can create a sound that sounds like it's been bloody shot there, man. You don't just play the line, it's boom, cop this.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Big balls. Big hairy balls.
Big hairy balls.
That's the one. But yeah, you'll see how that operates tomorrow. And yeah, you also understand why it is that I love Ricky.
Because I am.
Oh, Ricky, you're so fine. You're so fine. You're so fine. Say Ricky.
Hey, Ricky.
That's the one. But yeah, and one other thing I've got to say about him, and this is a bit of a, well, no kidding, but nonetheless, like anything, once you've played with something of that quality, there's no real going back.
Oh, absolutely.
The pleasure of playing a Rickenbacker. Again, this is one of those moments where I need to consider protection.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Oh, yeah. Look, I mean, many's the time I've needed a cigarette afterwards.
The hell goes there?
Now, I saw a thing on one of the pics of the V-Dub engine that I looked at. They actually had this backplate silver or chrome.
Yeah, they did. I done mine chrome and blue, but I'm gonna redo it because I'm not very fond of it.
Yeah. Which do you think's the better option based on what you've seen?
I think it needs to be probably red.
Red? All right.
Yeah, because that's going to be, when you open up the trunk lid, the engine lid, which is the trunk lid, that's the first thing you're going to see,
Yeah, it'll be at that. Actually, because I've got this, the engine block red.
Got the engine block red. Well, you might want to go with black on that
then and that's one thing, maybe black. But or I could go chrome.
True. But you've also got a little what's that little solenoid box that goes onto it, and there's another little box that goes onto it.
I've reached a decision, mate. I'm going to go black because that way all my red and chrome on the rest of the engine will show up.
Absolutely.
Decision made.
Yeah, right. I'm going to pretty much repaint my entire engine because, man, when I was trying to glue it together and put these pieces where they needed to go, and they didn't fit like they were supposed to, so that's why I had to do it reverse. So, yeah, I got to repaint mine now. Yeah, I ain't very happy about that. But
sorry, I'm just reading something David's written here.
What's he got?
And it goes back to our discussion about jails and the pleasures within, shall we say? And the comment is he won't be sent down, but if he does, he'll choose to go to Wandsworth Prison, women's prison, because apparently that can be just as dangerous.
Oh, you're right.
And you know what? I would not. I mean, let's face it. By pretty much any and every account, depending on if you go to any kind of serious jail, it's law of the jungle, and that's just you know.
Absolutely.
What goes on, you just don't want to know about that shit. Certainly, I'm not, and I'm certainly not a fan of the idea of taking part in it. Dearie me.
Yeah, that guy I worked with that had the short tie, he used to tell me some horror stories.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, what they were doing. They would just shit all over the place, dude.
Oh, just, yeah.
That and walk by a cell when the cells are open where they can kind of mingle around. That one's over there slobbing the devil's knob. And
I think I might have told you, once when I was working on Hindley Street, which is again the main drag, you get to, I mean, dudes come down the street and look pretty rough because, well, that's the sort of street it is. No worries. And you get people who come down regularly. And there's this guy who started coming down shortly after I started work there. Pretty big unit. Would have been 6'4", thereabouts, I reckon.
Big boy.
Yeah, and built with it. Quite a few tats, yeah, whatever. See plenty of those down Hindley. And it's always quite polite to me. And on one occasion, I refused this young lady. He'd just was being a bit of a dick about it. And the guy whose name I knew him as John, or Spike, John or Spike, either or. His name was John Britton, and was commonly known as Spike. No worries. Spike. Bear that in mind. And anyway, he's come out to talk to this young lad. Told him off for giving me any attitude at all. And said, look, mate, if I let him wear my jacket, will you meet the dress regs and will you let him in for us? I've gone, yeah, all right. Because John had done, so I'll make sure he behaves. Yeah, no worries, mate. Didn't see any reason to have any issue with that. And before he's left me there, he said, and if any of the other younger ones give you any cheek, just tell them Spike won't be happy. Okay.
Spike won't be happy.
No yeah. Anyway, time passes. John's always very polite to me. No problems there. All good in the hood. And then one day, this guy's coming into the bar. I'm on the door, and he checks his step when he sees, because John's drinking in the front bar. And he checks his step. And he's there. I was going to come in, mate, but I don't reckon I will now. Why's that? And he pointed him out. He said, "That's John Britton, isn't it?" And there, yeah. He said, "Uh-huh. Did I ever tell you that he used to run Yatla? Yatla's one of the hardest jail in our city."
Okay.
And they're going, "No." Yeah, he did. Do you know why it's called Spike?
Okay.
And I'm going, "No." He's there because the guy he murdered, he hung on a butcher's spike.
What the hell?
Yeah. And I'm just going, really? I see. And this is the guy who's given me permission to use his name.
Oh, well, damn.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. Now, as to why he thought I was a good enough chappy
Right?
for that sort of behavior, I don't know.
Wow.
Whether he just thought I was a nice guy who was just wanted to do his job and just let him do his fucking job and just leave it, you know?
Yep. Wow.
But when I heard that, I'm going, sweet Jesus.
Wow.
Yeah. But but that ability to drop the name was not the only name I had options to drop as well. Because the first really major fight I had down Hindley, and it was brutal, but it established my name. I was taking on a number of guys at one time, and they're all Aboriginal, but I'm not quite sure how many there were.
Right.
And ultimately, I got the job done, but not without copping a few nasty hits and coming up with a couple of shiners.
Damn it, man.
Well, if you're going to fight multiple opponents, that shit happens, man.
Yep.
And anyway, but like I said, established my rep. But when I was one stage, when I still had a couple of bruises showing, I was talking to this Aboriginal elder who happened to come in one night, and he's noticed, the bruises, and said, "What happened there?" I'm talking to him, and I'll tell him what happened. And as he's hearing the tale, he looks at me and says, "What colour were these guys, mate?" I haven't wanted to tell him because, of course, he's Aboriginal and an elder.
Mm.
And I've gone, "I'm sorry, mate, they were Aboriginal." The look of fury in the man's eyes was spectacular.
Yeah, but what you were saying, he got pissed off.
Oh,
That wasn't the word for it, was it?
the word was, the first phrase was, "This will never happen again." And he gave me his permission to use his name if any of them started playing up.
Huh.
And I got on quite well with him. I mean, I saw him numerous times if he needed a hand with something,
Right.
needed somebody chatted to and pulled into line, I'd do it for him, no worries. And yeah,
That's pretty cool then.
it was a pretty good outcome in the final analysis. I had to go through some ugliness to get it, but between those two abilities to drop names and my own personal ability to take care of business, I did pretty well on Hindley.
That's respect.
Right the way down to, and this is fun. This tale's a bit funny. One night after after I've gone to another venue, and this is when I was working at the strip club. When the dances are done, of course, it's all paid in cash. So at the end of the night, the boss has got a huge amount of cash on him that he needs to be escorted to his car with. We're talking, 20 grand. So, you know, not a casual amount. And me and another guy were walking him to his car one day, or one night. Would have been 3, 4 in the morning. And it was during the week. And we've gone to get into the car park. And the entranceway is blocked.
Yeah.
By a whole stack of street kids. And well, it's not street kids, but streeties and nungas pissing up and getting ripped. And the other guys who I was with were thinking it was going to be on. But because by then I'd established a really good rapport with a lot of the streeties and so forth, all they've done is said, because they used to call me by, one of them actually addressed me by my martial arts title.
Oh, wow.
Oh, Sifu, come through. How you doing? And the guys I'm with are going, what the fuck? I'm just sort of, yeah, hey guys, yeah, we're just trying to get through to our car, you know. Worries. Oh, yeah, no worries. Shook my hand and went on through, and no worries. And as we've gone through and getting and so forth, the guys are just looking at me going, how the fuck did that happen? Go, oh, I sort of know him, yeah.
Wow.
But yeah.
Wow.
It was good to have that ability to have that awe, just because it saved me so much hassle. It really did.
Yeah. All right.
I mean, it wasn't like I didn't have to do my job often enough anyway. Because the thing about being in the city is you don't, with regulars, it's only blow-ins that will, if you're in a metropolitan hotel, it's only blow-ins and people who don't know the place who might cause a problem. Might. Because your regulars know the drill. They don't want to cause any problems at their hotel.
No, absolutely not.
So, you know, no problems there.
Don't want to shoot yourself in the
However,
foot.
in the city, you're going to always have that thing of just people just drop randoms. It's a thing. It's the city. You will still have some regulars, but generally, no. So who knows what you're dealing with on any given night?
Yep. Oh man, that's so true. Yeah. There's some folks out there, boy. I tell you.
Moment. Yeah, look, yeah, it's the one thing I would say for that entire industry and all the rest, thoroughly educational.
Oh, I can imagine.
Not necessarily in a good way, but educational.
We actually had a topless club here in our little town years ago. I don't know if it's still there anymore. I think it closed down. Yeah, the one over in Selma. Oh, it closed during COVID then, when COVID came around.
I'm just doing a little line there, and I'll have this engine block done. There we go. Yeah, baby. Yeah, Here we go. So there's my engine block, sort of pretty much ready to go.
Yep, that's how I done mine. My engine block was blue and the transmission was silver. Yep, nice.
Yep. All right, so I'm going to. Now I won't get all of the engine done today, I don't think. Now these are the. What color should I make them? I reckon. And where do they go? Aha! I reckon they're going to be red too. Yes, I do. Yeah. Yeah. All right, let's do this. Clean this brush. Zoom out.
Well, we watched episode 2
Yeah.
last night, and man, I tell you what, the queen, she's a mean, conniving bitch. Because
you haven't seen nothing yet, mate.
Yeah, that's what our son's telling us. We don't know nothing yet. That is just
no.
It gets worse.
It gets a whole lot more fucked up than that.
Yeah. She don't want no one to find out that she was fucking her brother.
Now, to be fair, whilst incest is the game the whole family can play, at the same, I don't know too many people who'd be happy to have a broadcast. Well, notwithstanding, perhaps
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like, yeah, sure, we've all got the same. We all look the same. We've got pointy heads and not many teeth, but there's nothing to see here.
Oh, damn.
Actually, if you want to talk about inbreeding, here's a bit of classic humor on that front, in my eyes at least. It goes like this. Now, the royal families of Europe are as inbred as all fuck.
Oh, my God.
That's a fact. And if you want to see some evidence of this, in fact, a really good one to actually look at historically is the Habsburgs.
The Habsburgs, okay.
Yeah, they actually, one of the heirs actually ended up with significant, because they ended up developing a thing called the Habsburg jaw. It was a very distinctive jawline because of all the inbreeding.
Wow.
And it got to the point for one of them that they had difficulty breathing normally.
Seriously?
Yeah, mate.
Wow.
Yeah. But a more interesting example, do yourself a Flavor Flav, and if you Google the looks or pictures of the English royal family, the German royal family, and the Russian royal family at the start of World War One, you'll find they all look so similar that you could just change the nameplates over and you may have some difficulty being aware of that fact. Now, the reason for that is because they're all descended from Queen Victoria. Yeah, and that's the thing that always astounds me about World War One. All the monarchs involved were basically cousins.
Wow.
Now, surely a nice family dinners could have been held, maybe save a few million lives and stop and prevent the creation of World War II. But no, why would you do that?
That gives a whole new meaning to incest is best. Put your sister to the test.
Oh my God. Wow. Yeah. But it's a thing of, it is an interesting thing to, when you look at and you see actual photographs. I know the pharaohs were heavily into that.
Yeah, they were.
Oh
my God, yeah, they were bad for that, man.
Yeah. But yes,
some of them were even deformed really bad.
Yeah. It's a cute. It's yeah. It's a
Damn, I
mucky.
thought I was funny. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, let's face it. The Egyptian pharaohs definitely were well into banjo territory.
Yeah. Wow. Damn. 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 Damn.
All right. Now I think what I might want to do while I've got this colour out is perhaps have a crack at tidying up the hull a little bit. Actually, no, I'm not just yet. And I'll even tell you why. I discovered something interesting about the hull that I'm going to need to attend to with a bit of caution. And I'll show you before I get back to the engine. Because I've noticed how, and you may have noticed it yourself, where the windows are, it's actually really, really thick there.
Yes, they are.
Now, there's a reason for that. Because V-dubs are. I've got to say, this is actually looking very much almost like an authentic V-dub, if you know what I'm saying. Like I heard they took out a Porsche and took it apart to make it an authentic recreation.
Right.
I'm looking at this, and it's not too far. I'm not unprepared to believe they've done that with this. Because it's pretty accurate. If they have, bless their cotton socks, I say.
Yeah, if you take and slick back the top of it and narrow the front a little bit down, it would be look a lot like it.
But yeah,
Kind of match
now
it.
well, something I was going to make mention of. We were talking about inbreeders. No, doesn't matter. I don't think it's necessarily that big a topic of discussion. Anyway, over here, the people who get the tag of pointy heads thrown at them are the Tasmanians. And the reason they get it thrown at them is because they're on an island, whereas the rest of us is on the landmass. They're that little small island. That's Tasmania.
Oh.
And they get thrown at them is that they're inbreeders. The other thing that you need to understand with here we go. In every nation, there's various jibes that are thrown at other parts of the country. This is how it rolls.
Yep.
And
very true.
The one of them, and is that over here we know that a lot of people in the US are not so keen on Mexicans, and they're to the south of you. This we know. Now in South Australia, if you go by land, to the southeast, there's Victoria, and Victoria is one of the oldest states. And we generally view them as a bunch of arrogant fucks who, frankly, need to wake up to themselves because they think they're that's how we view them. They view us as stuck up because, well, we're the only place that was not established as a penal settlement. We actually had people come out here willingly. Yeah, you get the idea.
I got you.
But up here, depending on who you hang with, we call the Victorians Mexicans.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And aside from tagging the Tasmanians with the tag of being inbreeders, we also suggest that they're merely Victorians who have learned how to swim.
Damn.
The tag we generally throw at Kiwis Australia has a love-hate relationship with Kiwis in the form of older brother, younger brother sort of a thing, if you follow me. Um,
Yeah, sure.
there's a lot of very tight bonds between Australia and New Zealand, but it doesn't alter the fact that we will rib each other quite savagely on numerous occasions. And our big throw at them is that they're sheep fuckers.
Sheep fuckers.
Yep. And I actually saw this discussed, or saw it not discussed, but I saw an English stand-up comedian discussing that fact. And what he'd said, it was, I've got to give it to him because, like, I'm guessing you've probably not interacted with many islanders. Now, what you need to know is that you get some of them, and I'm talking about absolute giants of men, and they'll talk like this, bro.
What the hell?
Oh no! Oh no! Don't be like that, bro. Oh no! And I'm not joking either.
Wow,
And
that's
like,
funny.
there's a hilarious thing I've seen, or to me, it's hilarious. There's a guy who plays rugby league for a team called the Melbourne Storm. He's 6'4" and 300 pounds,
Damn.
and he's an absolute beast on the field.
The beast anywhere.
And, well, yeah, let's face it. You're talking about the sort of physical unit that will be able to pick up professional sports somewhere easily.
Yeah.
And anyway, seen at one stage, because he was looked at being one of the next best things in the All Blacks. But because he went to play league, which is a different code, he never became that. He became a big thing in league.
Right.
Anyway, when he was playing union at school, I saw footage of it and of the local TV station or a clip of the local TV station's interview with him, and even then he was colossal. And he's there, he is going, "Oh yeah, I just really like playing well for my team, eh?" Anyway, this English comedian reckons he can't get. He's trying to get his noggin around that as far as the whole voice thing.
Right.
And how it is that these units of men are trying to encourage him not to be intimidated when they're about 3 times his size and da 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 da. And then he drops out with, "But you Australians, what's your response to all of this?" Unperturbed, you'll just look them straight in the eye and say, "Ah, but you fuck sheep." And you know, it's fucking true.
Sheep
That
fuckers.
is, that is our first port of call when we pay out any Kiwi, regardless of culture. So much so that I remember paying out a Maori mate of mine with the slur, and he's chirped out with, "Nah, bro, that's just the Pakeha. The Pakeha are the white Kiwis." And I've looked at him and said, "Yeah? Then explain black sheep."
Damn.
Yeah. Like an eagle out of the sun, I tell you.
Wow.
But yeah.
Wow. Things that make you go,
Oh yeah. There's even some quite corking sheep jokes that here we go. Why do Kiwi farmers take their sheep near cliffs?
I don't know.
because they push back harder.
Oh, you know what's so bad about it? You can picture that.
What's the best part about putting sheep on corrugated iron?
Mm.
They slip around a lot.
Holy shit, man.
Why do Kiwi farmers wear gumboots? So they can put the legs down the front.
Damn.
Yeah, mate.
Ah. Wow.
Yeah, mate. We got them all.
Yes, yes, yes.
My first A grade coach was a Kiwi, and I remember we were just going off to do our laps, and you're saying, I can't remember what he'd said. He'd basically give me a bit of a ribbing over something. I can't remember what it was, but I've just looked at him going, yeah, meh,
No shit.
as I've taken off. He said, really? And gone to hump my leg.
Ah, damn it, man.
You go, yeah. That's a
Wow.
pretty fair response, you got to say.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, that will tell you a lot about Australian Kiwi interactions. Now, that said, of course, we have a lot of, there's the thing called Anzac Day, Australian New Zealand Army Corps Day.
Yeah.
Of course, we've got a big history of fighting alongside each other, so there's also that whole
Yeah.
kinship thing.
Stuff like that because you get skull fucked around here.
Oh, I'm unsurprised. But they take it with good humour.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, good. I'm glad.
Because again, it's that thing of I can't remember, I don't know what they refer to us as. I think we're just universally just Aussies. I think it's just a universal imperative. But I'm not quite sure what they would have to have something that was a bit.
I know. Gotta be something better than that.
You'd think so. I'll tell you one thing. One thing I would say. Now, a common term used with reference to Australians is ochre, but that's actually a particular type of Australian, in my opinion.
Right.
Because there's a certain type of Australian who speaks what's called strine, which is a very Australian way of speaking, right the way down to turns of phrase. And yeah, that's a common mistake people think. But there is a term that, were it ever cast to me in a disparaging way, could potentially result in me feeling the urge to remove some teeth. And that term is yob.
Say that again. York.
Yob. Y-O-B.
Yob.
Yep, the white Australian yob. In my opinion, the term suggests everything that is wrong, look, with white Australian culture. Now, what I mean by that is that every culture, every nationality has people who are just, well, fuckers.
Yep, that's it.
Now,
that is
and
it.
Strangely,
100%.
they seem to come in different types depending on culture and nationality. There's not a universal standard. There's they all vary depending on where they're from.
Yep.
A Japanese arsehole is different to an Australian arsehole purely by cultural context.
They're all
They're still arseholes. It's just how they go about it will be different. And in my opinion, the term yob suggests all those traits that white Australians can have, racism, bigotry, all that sort of shit,
right.
Is encapsulated in the term yob.
Wow.
Now, I like to regard myself as fairly enlightened on a lot of things. So to suggest call me an Australian, they say, "Ah, you fucking yob." You call me what now?
Oh, grounds for an ass whooping, sure enough.
Yeah, you see how it operates in that context.
Yeah, you call somebody around here white trash, you'll get punched in the throat.
That's not going to win your friends.
Oh,
I don't know any country where that term would win your friends.
trailer trash.
Oh, yeah. How to win friends and influence people. Not. Yeah. It's, I remember once, here's a tale that'll amuse. I might have shared this with you before. I used to teach these two lads. One was Afghani. His best mate was half Vietnamese, half Cambodian. No worries. And anyway, I've seen him fart-arsing around out the front one day. I thought, what the fuck are they waiting for? And I've gone out and said, "Are you guys coming in or what?" And the Vietnamese lad has looked at me, gestured towards his Afghani mate, and said he just called me an N-bomb, the N-word.
Oh no!
Oh no, you'll enjoy it anyway. And I've gone, what? He's repeated himself. Then I've looked with disdain at the Afghani kid. I've gone, you stupid. Now, I should hasten to add, I'm about to get a little, there's a term for people who come from sandy areas, if you wish to be offensive and disparaging. Dune starts with C, but if you see what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And I've looked at him and said, "Oh, you stupid bloody Dunesea." This guy's and I've used the correct term for the correct slag off that the Marines used to use for Vietnamese people. And then they've heard that I've just paid him out racially and then corrected him on the nature of said vilification, and that was indeed the heinous error he had made. I then explained to them exactly what the correct terms. I said, look, if you're going to go down the sordid path of racial vilification, at least get your terms right.
Yeah, got to get your terms right. You just can't rattle off something.
You can't just use them willy-nilly.
Yeah, no.
And I took him around the world, right the way down to the white Australian yob.
Wow.
And those excuses. But I think they sort of got the idea. So, yeah, okay. Fair enough. Yeah, well, damn right.
Yeah, there's a lot of slang terms for different things around here, but I'm not at liberty to say.
Probably tactful not to.
Yeah.
Because, yeah. Just, yeah. That pretty much covers it. Yeah.
Just let it be, man.
Yeah. Now. Next. What's the time?
Oh, man. It's already been
a while yet now, yeah.
Oh, about an hour. Oh, it's been longer than that. 4:30, 5:30.
Let's see now. Next. Let's see what else we've got here.
So this makes sense to you. It's been a rainy, cloudy, sunny, breezy, cold day.
Now, I do see how that rolls.
That makes sense.
It does to me. Only because The we get days like that here sometimes, where the weather is curious, shall we say.
It was very
Um,
today.
the weather's a lot cooler here today. Oops, a daisy. Maybe not pop that camera there, hey? Cool. It was got up to 102
Oh, that's
yesterday,
right. You said it's supposed to get hotter today.
but today it's supposed to be quite okay.
Okay.
It's only supposed to be 25 in our temperature, so that would be low 70s. I would have thought it's pretty mellow.
Well, it was 64 degrees here today, but at times the wind, made it seem a lot
And
cooler than what it was.
wind
Chill
chill
factor.
factor.
Yep.
Yeah, wind chill can just add so much. It's unreal.
The wind's been terrible. There was a 16 to 25-mile-an-hour gusts.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
big. Yeah. Yeah, that was the thing with being on the door. It was almost essential to wear a trenchy in winter.
Mm.
Actually, the good part about a good solid jacket when you're on the door is twofold. One, it'll keep you warm. Who would have thought?
Yep. Yep.
Um, the other, it can actually supply you with a degree of body armor. Because if you're wearing a leather jacket, it'll wear a bit of the heat of a body strike for you if you need it to.
Give me just a second. I'll be right back.
No worries. There we go. Now, next, we'll go into here. Delay. Around that edge. Yeah. Now.
All right. Had a UPS delivery.
Ah.
Made friends with the guy that does our local route around here. And his name
No.
happens to be Chris as well.
Ha.
Ain't that some shit?
It's always handy to know your delivery driver.
Yep.
At one stage, I I discovered it initially by accident, um, but it transpired that a guy I'd shared house with was my local postie,
Oh, shit.
and yeah, we didn't know until we saw like he was doing the delivery to my actually dropping had to something that needed to be signed for, and who do I open the door to? Him, and
Damn.
yeah, it was yeah, so that was handy.
Yeah. Open the damn door.
If
Like,
ever I
hello.
wasn't- well, it was a thing of if ever I wasn't in or whatever, I'd get a text message from him. Oh, where do you want me to put it? Oh, you just put it there, man.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm a real friendly person anyway, man. I'll talk to anybody.
Yeah, well,
And
it's always good
you
to like,
get these people uptown that look at you like you're fucking stupid. Like, why are you talking to me?
yeah.
I'm like, what?
There's a lot of people who um, actually find. Here's the thing. Once upon a time, it was considered quite normal to talk to other people,
Yeah, back in the day it did. Yep.
and I think that's something that we've lost.
You're right.
Um, and there's numerous reasons. It's not just because of social media and the internet and stuff like that. There's more at play than just that, I think.
There is.
I think there's a general because of a lot of societal change has caused a lot of distrust in various elements of society. And now, look, that's not entirely surprising in some instances,
True.
um, but it's not good and it's not helpful. But it is a thing.
It really is. And it's a shame too, you know.
Well, I mean, it's even down to as an adult, if you're chatting to a kid, even if they've just come up to you and started talking to you, people automatically get suspicious.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And I sort of get it, but I don't think it's healthy either.
It's not.
Um, I remember when I was a kid, one of the things I actually used to like doing was going down and talking to a guy named Mr. Schneider. He lived uh, maybe 4 houses down. And it was great. Learned a lot from him.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And I think that's where society is that thing where you can talk to older people and you can learn a lot of shit off of older people.
Very much so. I love hearing stories from the older guys, the old men. My wife's granddaddy, he farmer on the fire department, and just his life how it was coming up. You know, just love hearing those stories.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's actually part of my marketing platform for my life coaching, believe it or not. And in terms of, I, at the age of 58, I'm older than most people. So I
Yep.
named my business the Village Elder. And I'm sort of playing off of that a bit because, well, why not? If you're now at an age where you can do that sort of thing, why not?
Yep. Well,
I'm making some good progress on this engine, I think. Uh,
I have broadened my horizons. I've run a taxidermy business. I've learned how to paint vehicles. My sister's husband worked for a body shop, and he taught me. And I've actually painted two of my own vehicles in the past that turned out really great.
that would be cool.
Yep. I've learned how to clay sculpt. I have to show y'all my clay sculptures I made a couple of days. I'll show
Yeah, definitely. Clay is an art form that I've not done much with, but I know there's a lot of very cool stuff you can do.
Oh man, you can make some amazing, amazing things.
Well, yeah, I mean, let's face it, there's a reason why it's been used as a um,
Oh my god.
form of sculpture source for
Oh
however
yeah,
long.
I didn't realize it until I started watching this. One guy on YouTube, C. Notbush, he uses cosplay, and
Uh-huh.
I've been watching him for about a year now. And I
Yeah.
watch him every day, every morning, and I've learned a lot from him.
Oh, yeah. Cool. I mean, when you consider that pottery was, in fact, here's something interesting for you about pottery. Now, first, this next statement may initially seem slightly irrelevant, but bear with me. Now, first, do you know who the Celts are?
The who?
The Celts.
The kilts.
Celts. Okay, the Celts are a culture. You would know of the Boston Celtics.
Okay.
Okay, the Celtics, that's actually mispronunciation. The Celts, spelt the same way, were a culture of people who established themselves by traveling initially. And I'm going to give you some quite big detail very shortly. It goes like this. The Celts who established themselves on the British Isles. They were there before the Romans invaded and before before the Normans and all that sort of thing. They were pretty much one of the original inhabitants of the British Isles.
Okay.
And they got where they were and they started in Persia. And they did this huge migration. Now, bear in mind, we're talking 6,000 years, around 6,000 years ago. So we're not talking,
Yeah, recent. That's many moon ago.
Now, they made their way from what is now Persia all the way across what is now Europe and ultimately to the British Isles. And the reason they got to the British Isles was because at that stage, the Ice Age was still in operation and the English Channel didn't exist. Now, where am I going with all of this? There is a point to all of this. And the point is, the reason they know that that is the case is by pottery samples.
Oh, yeah. You can learn a lot from pottery samples. They're finding stuff today that dates back to God knows when.
And that's how they know of this huge migration that took place.
Yep.
So there you go. I find that sort of stuff quite marvy.
Oh, so do I.
So next time you're doing some pottery, feel free to get a bit chipper about the fact that, well, hey, you're leaving document record of our civilization for whoever comes and finds us later. Now, we're getting places here.
Yep, I've got my 4-stroke engine looking pretty good here.
4-stroke engine. My God, that's a pretty short, sharp, and shiny effort.
Yep. That's what these were. 4-stroke engines.
That's no way to satisfy.
4-stroke, you're done.
Yep. Well.
Yeah. Done climbed on and got off. She's like, "Are you going to start?" You laying there smoking a cigarette.
I heard something years ago, and I mean literally years ago. I read this article in a penthouse, and it was the top 10 US college sex scandals. And one of them, I got to say, I don't know, I can't help but see some humor in this. Mind you, I've got a pretty twisted sense of humor, so hey, we can accept that as well.
I'm laughing already.
Basically cuts down to there were these two chicks who, as they were making their way around campus, were giving the guys reviews and printing them in this newspaper. And one of the statements, and of course in the article they've given a few quotes. And one of them that I couldn't help but laugh when I read was, he said, "I've done it." And I said, "Done what?" You go, ooh. Apparently some of those who got really good ratings actually got business cards made up. And why wouldn't you? I mean, I'd be happy to advertise.
Damn right.
I am a 5-star rating. Yes, you may wish to get.
Oh, let me give you my business card.
Yeah, that's it, and something else as well. No, it's not chlamydia. It's
Oh, it's Dick.
yeah,
Hard
yeah,
Dick.
that's it. Uh,
Oh, I like on. Dang.
now, yes, that's what I was thinking. So I've got that done. I
Robin.
see, said the blind man.
Yeah, it was kind of funny the other day. Me and my son were going uptown, and we pulled up next to a truck, and it had your favorite saying in the back of his window, Robin.
Oh my god.
Yep, Robin. That was funny as hell. I nudged Devin. I said, "Look at that." I said, "Don't you hear that a lot?" He said, "Yep."
The other option you've got, of course, is depending on circumstance. Well, Thrubbin. I've got to say, I mean, you can think what you like of John Holmes, but when all's said and done, that movie to me was champagne comedy for its sheer idiocy. In terms of, I mean, okay, let's face it. Porn is never going to win any votes for, how shall I put this? It's not going to get you into an Academy Award at any time. But
Well, sir.
for a parody thing, some of it was champagne comedy, and this was certainly one such.
Yeah. So, what kind of award would you give out to these people? Like the largest worn out is vagina, and the longest,
Well, I believe that they do have award ceremonies. Is the thing.
the largest penis.
No, the awards they have are things like.
Huh?
I actually was curious when I found out. I did a bit of Google foo, because there's a thing called the Adult Video Awards or something to that effect, and this is
That's
where
what
we're
it
about to get a mighty chortle,
that might be
and
worth me
that
thinking.
is because of first. They give obvious awards of things like best group scene. Um, I believe there's even things like best oral scene. Yeah, all these sorts of little nuances. Performer of the year. Okay, define that for us.
There you go.
Um,
Damn. Bassman's enjoying this.
I remember because when I was working at a place called the Rosemont, we used to get a lot of, I believe the term is working girls coming in after their shift. And one of them was saying how she was the top earner that week.
The top earner, I bet.
Yeah, and I've replied, "Oh, does that make you fella trice of the week?" And she said, "No, no." And this you got to say, yeah. Now, look, young lady, perhaps you need to have a bit of a think about life choices. She said, "No, I think it just makes me fuck slut of the week." And you think, you know, stereotype.
Damn it, man. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although she did, I believe, end up getting out of the industry. Because she found a nice man who was prepared to not, all the rest of us. So good on her.
Well, there's actually husband and wives in the I'm gonna say in the industry. We'll
There
just
are
say
in the porn
yeah.
industry. There are in the porn industry, definitely.
Oh yeah.
And you got to say, well, that sort of makes sense because a lot of people who are not in the industry would probably have some difficulty understanding what it would be like. Um, I did see an amusing interview though with. Now I think it was Tara Patrick. She was a bit of a name back in the 80s, I think. But ultimately, certainly on film, a very naughty girl.
Yeah, that was classic porn back then.
Oh yeah. Anyway, she said, and I had to let my boyfriend down pretty harshly because he's figured, well, he's hooking up with Tara Patrick. It's all going to be on for young and old in the bedroom. And she's hit him with, look, those things you see me do on camera, I'm paid to do. When I'm at home, I'm strictly lights out missionary.
Yep. Just
And
do
all
it.
I could think is, you would have to feel really ripped off.
Right? But
I
now,
mean,
what else saw
a
you
part
doing
of me,
earlier today?
a part of me would feel like protesting. Oh, so you can do it for money but not for love? Ha ha!
Yeah.
Now who's laughing? Um, but yeah, um, when she said that I was on the floor, I thought, oh my god, that poor bastard.
Oh my god. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. I've got a fair bit done thus far. I'll be going very shortly, I would suggest.
What you got going on today, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, I want to return the vacuum cleaner that burnt out, or at least attempt to. I'll probably ring first to make sure that's still an option. Or
You
how I
get your
go about
bank card straightened out.
my what? Yes, I did, thankfully. Oh, dude, I got frustrated at this dude in the. Now, okay, first up, do you guys have Optus over in your? That's a company over in America?
Called what?
Optus.
Optus. I've never heard of it.
Okay, they're a
I ain't gonna say we don't have it, but I've never heard of it.
telecommunications company, basically. And normally or in the current day and age, when they've got when you get a contract with them, they prefer it to be all direct debit, which I was fine with. But of course, that's a problem because they link it to a card, and if you had to have that card blocked, yada yada yada. And I've tried to go in and make a payment the other day to the Optus shop because it was explained to me by the person on who I spoke to on the phone that I'd need to whatchamacallit, pay that
You don't have a payment or anything.
pay the outstanding amount manually. And I thought, well, if I can, I prefer to just go to the shop and pay it because then I'm not going to have to worry about waiting for the card and it's all done and da da da. And there's an Optus shop in my nearby supermarket, convenient that. And when I went in there to go in the other day, I couldn't even get served because they didn't have enough staff and didn't get acknowledged. Even
Yeah.
get acknowledged, there's still somebody in front of me. Now, this doesn't amuse me very much.
Yeah.
So I figured, well, why don't I just come back another day? Deal. And I got in there, and I've told them what I want to do, and they could not take my payment because they don't accept cash.
What?
Yeah, and I've just normally I am a very patient man, but I've been unable to stop myself from looking at the guy and saying that is the stupidest thing I've ever heard. I have legal tender here. I have an outstanding, and I've just given them the biscuits.
I've always heard that if you go in somewhere to pay your bill, whether you have cash or card, and they refuse your payment, that you pretty much don't have to pay that bill.
Well, yeah, that's not how it rolls here, I don't think. Well, it might do, I don't know. But ultimately, I wasn't amused.
Yeah, I go in there and
I
pay.
wasn't personal at the guy. It's not him who's done the error, but I would certainly let him know that I was less than satisfied with the company's behaviour.
Right, absolutely.
Because it's not him, but it's the way the company has organised things. It's the way that they've gone about things. That have caused me to go, nah, you need to hear about this. So he did, poor bugger. But
shit happens, man. You lose your card gets messed up. Like my bank card now, I'm surprised it still works. I've got to get me a new one. And one of these days, I'm going to go into the store and it's not going to work because the chips are messed up on it.
But yeah, once I've gotten, that's one of the things I want to do today. I also I've got a lesson to give today. I also want to maybe get some more stakes for the tomato plants. It's a fucking jungle out there. I'm surprised I didn't get attacked by a tiger when I went to stake up the last lot. Okay, I reckon that's the bit. And obviously I want to do some base work and all my usual bits and bobs, and maybe a bit of I need to do a bit of shopping too. Now I've basically got my red on the engine there.
Oh, nice.
I've got
that red's almost the same color as the car.
That's the idea. It pretty much is, because what I used, that's the color of that, and that's what I've used for the touch-ups on the red on the hull.
Okay.
So they'll match. That's the theory. But yeah, that's me done. I'll give you a bit of solo time. Give us a moment. There we go.
I've got a little bit.
Oh, nice. Nice.
And then I finally got the engine
together
and painted. I got the paint.
Nice.
Illinois.
Nice.
Filter,
yeah, I like how they've got that with the exhausts there. I think that's very cool.
Yeah. Yep. And that's what I've done. Sitting here on the engine.
Yep. Cool. All right. Now, tomorrow we'll be back. And tomorrow we'll start. I'll have the base out.
Looking forward to it.
I'll make things such that, I don't have to go anywhere for a while, so we'll have a bit of time on that, and then we can have a bit of time on the kits.
All right.
Winning.
Sound good.
Got a lot of time on the kits. See how much we get done. Okay. Well, thanks for watching, everyone. We appreciate it.
I appreciate it.
First-time viewers out there, you know what to do. Follow, like, or subscribe.
Right.
Other platforms. I'm Rob the Builder on Facebook and YouTube, and Robster the Builder on Instagram, Twitch, and follow, like, or subscribe. Which ultimately brings us till tomorrow, which is to say that we will be back. Same kit time, same kit channel. We'll catch you good people then. See yous.